Hey guys, long time no see. 24 hours just seems like too long. Did you guys watch Dynamite on the 23rd? Well, whether you did or you didn't, let's talk about it. To start, we had Chris Jericho and MJF versus Top Flight. Honestly, Jericho looked a little outmatched here. We would even see him come to a screeching halt at times. It used to actually bother me when I would see Orange Cassidy beat Chris Jericho. But tonight, for some reason, I was just really appreciating Chris Jericho for putting younger talent over. That, along with a bunch of other things, is why I think he's just the best. So, we hear Jake Hager speak again, saying Wardlow isn't pulling his weight, which made me think, why is it okay when Santana wasn't there when everybody gave Chris Jericho the answer to his ultimatum? But now, it's the end of the world when Wardlow's gone, for family business. Even though Hager says Wardlow is an asset, he criticizes his attitude, and then challenges Wardlow to a match next week, saying they just don't see eye to eye, which gets me so excited because I feel like it's going to be like a bro fight and then they're going to make up afterwards and they're going to be like a force to be reckoned with. Or who knows, maybe they'll just start some kind of like vicious feud. I'm really not sure. Either way, I'm here for it. Then we had the Acclaimed, who did a music video. They got some clean lines in on the Bucks, but it still just doesn't click for me. I think it's funny, but I also don't think it's completely necessary. After that, Sting comes up for his interview. He starts reminiscing about his hero Dusty Rhodes coming up with his gear and having high hopes for him. Fast forward to now. He explains that when he sees Cody, he just can't describe how he feels. He just couldn't stay away. He says that he's returned to the jungle, that he was an integral part of building, and he's glad to see it's still alive and thriving. He was going to talk about Darby, which was the question that he was supposed to be answering before he went off on a bit of a tangent, but Team Taz interrupted him, threatening him for interfering in their business. As Team Taz and Hook were going to the ring, the lights went out, and Darby must have literally sprinted down from the top of the stadium where he was last seen to get to the ring in time. And Darby's presence led Taz to hold back his men, saying that they're going to discuss things at the TNT Championship match next week between Brian Cage and Darby Allin, which honestly just has me scared. Darby has no off switch, and I can't even imagine what we're going to be seeing next week. Up next, we have 5, 10, and Colt Cabana from the Dark Order lose to Jurassic Express. It looks like Colt is losing his innocence and seems like he's going to become a full-on heel. Then we see FTR destroy Shivani and Marco Stunt during their interview. Kenny Omega and Don Callis talk to Marvez, and Don's criticizing Tony Khan for letting the wrestlers run the show, and Kenny is mocking Rey Fenix for being injury-prone. But honestly, it's a pretty solid promo. Then we have a hard-hitting match with The Butcher versus Pac. We saw Eddie Kingston do some great guest commentary. And when the match first began, I noticed it looked like The Butcher had lost a few pounds. But then I was annoyed because the Blade and the Bunny really just should have been kicked out because they were, like always, such a distraction. Thankfully, Pac won after Lance Archer came out to confront Eddie, who had all but run behind the commentary team like he was hiding, but like talking smack from behind the commentary team, which had me wonder, are they going to get a program together? After that, we saw Miro, Kip, and Penelope come out to announce their wedding date, which was interrupted by live footage of Trent being taken into an ambulance backstage, with Chuck and Orange Cassidy by his side. And you would think we would see some expression by Orange, but no, not at all. Then, finally, we get the wedding date. It's February 3rd, 2021. After this, we have Dustin Rhodes beat Evil Uno in a decent match, and there's almost a brawl between them and their friends. Then, we see Shawn Spears having a bit of a confrontational interview with Tony Schiavone. He was talking about how good he is, but all of the companies he's been with are doing wrong by him. Up next, we have Hikaru Shida beat Alexa Garcia after retaliating against a stalking Abaddon. Thankfully, Shida is looking less afraid of Abaddon, even though she had just gotten attacked by her right before the match. And if you ask me, I think Abaddon constantly stalking Shida is actually working against her. She's losing her fear factor that I think was keeping Shida a bit more timid around her. And now, Shida's just pissed off, especially after she freaking bit her neck. Lastly, we have the Bucks beat the Acclaimed in a fun but overbooked match. And it made the Acclaimed look pretty good. Overall, it was a pretty standard show, quality-wise, where everything had purpose or leading to something that will. Like the Abaddon bite could lead to something. Pac versus Butcher was a banger. And then the Bucks and the Acclaim killed it in the main event. And honestly, Shawn Spears' promo was probably like the least interesting part of it, but overall I thought it was a good Dynamite. What did you guys think? Leave a comment down below because I'd love to know your thoughts. And that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!